Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Russell Dude YouTube channel, and today we are going to be talking about WWE 2K22 as they just recently released a brand new trailer for the game called WWE 2K22 Hit List Trailer, which breaks down 10 big things that are going to be coming to WWE 2K22 that make the game hit different. And I'm not gonna lie, I've already seen this. I've seen it a couple times. This isn't gonna be a reaction. I just have the video up here in a different slide or a different screen, and I'm gonna kind of skim through it and give my thoughts, which I do have some pretty interesting thoughts on a lot of this stuff that they show throughout this trailer. So it starts out with Rey Mysterio's entrance, kind of basic stuff, and then they talk about how originally they were supposed to be news coming in January, but big news supposed to be coming in January, but obviously they gave us this news now. Continuing on with Rey's entrance, looks pretty damn good, I would say. A little bit of Ricochet's entrance, and then yeah, this is where we start to get into the hit list. Now, we get a shot of Goldberg here, and at first I was wondering, like, why the hell are we getting a shot of Goldberg? Like, show us new superstars, but I think it was Smack Talks, his sort of like breakdown video that I watched of it. He figured that this shot was to show off the new particle effects of like the smoke and sparkles and stuff going around, and which I guess, yeah, I guess that is a pretty good point as to why this shot would be in the trailer. And to that point, the sparklers and the lasers and stuff like that does look pretty damn cool. And then it says redesigned gameplay, and then this is where we get a shot of Jeff Hardy fighting Kofi Kingston in the ring, and it shows us some punches and stuff, but they're like very weirdly like cut, so like it's not one fluid game motion clip. So I feel like that's kind of weird that they would like cut that all together. All the kicks and stuff look pretty much the same from other games, and so did the running bulldog, but it looks like Jeff has some new face paint. Kofi's got some updated hair and attire. One of the same referees from past games as well. I'd like to point that out. Okay, new controls. Oh boy, howdy, does this look like shit. Everybody wanted basically like the WWE 2K19 controls back, and it seems like they're doubling down on changing these controls, and I do not get why we have these like such like complicated controls now, like the finishers and signatures and paybacks and submissions and all this stuff, and you got to pin people this way, and the reversal is triangle. Is like, what was so bad about the controls from 2K18? I don't even get why the hell they changed them for 2K20. And now it seems like they're getting worse. So now if you have a running finisher, you have to hold L2, R2, and you have to hit like triangle or something. And then like dodge is a new thing. I don't know what the hell dodge. I don't know how dodge is different from reversal. I guess we'll see. There's dodge, there's reversal, and then you hold triangle to block. So we have a dodge, a reversal, and a block. Why? I don't know. I really hope, I really hope that there is an option for these controls to like go in and change the mapping of the controller so we can change these. Because if so, I am 100% changing the control. Actually, I'll talk about this in a little bit, but we'll come back to this. But yeah, the controls that they showed off here, like they bring out the controls like it's gonna be some big cool thing that people are gonna be excited about. The majority of the people that I've seen online do not like these new controls, and I'm among them. Very much so. I do not like the new controls. But we got a nice little clip of Montez Ford and Big E fighting, which I think showed off the announcer's booth, which shows, I think it was Corey Graves, Byron Saxton, and Michael Cole doing commentary. I don't know if that's the same from the last game. As soon as I bought 2K20 and 2K19 for that matter, I just went to the settings and turned commentary all the way off, because I just hate the commentary for the game. The game's commentary is pretty much always really bad. Like, it's recorded very weirdly, and like stuff goes off at the wrong time. Like, I'll throw a punch and then the commentary will say, "Whoa, what a bulldog!" I'm like, no. It's just very weird. Stunning graphics, yes. The Edge model. The Edge model looks great, and I believe it was also Smack Talks that pointed out that that is the updated Titantron area for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, so it's great to see that they had that updated. I also noticed in the crowd here while I was watching this, there's a Nia Jax t-shirt, so maybe Nia Jax and therefore some of the other recently released WWE talents might have a chance at being in the game, which actually we'll talk about here in a second. Bailey looks great. Immersive presentation. Bobby Lashley versus an updated Chad Gable, so that's cool. 2K Showcase mode, which is going to feature Rey Mysterio, which looks pretty cool. I'm interested to see what matches they have laid out for that. You would think maybe Rey versus Kurt Angle from SummerSlam, perhaps, which would also probably make it the triple threat between Randy and Kurt Angle from WrestleMania. I'm sure maybe there's going to be something from him and Eddie Guerrero, perhaps, maybe even some WCW matches. And I'm sure they'll probably have him like coming back, teaming with his son Dominic and stuff like that in there. So I'm excited. Rey Mysterio is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, so I'm excited that he's getting his own mode. My GM. I wanted to talk about this next. I'm going to come right out and say it. I do not give a shit about my GM or GM mode. It just never really clicked for me. I mean, I've watched like a couple of videos on it, and it just seems so. It seemed like universe mode, but with a lot more like annoying stuff to keep track of because like it's also money based. So you have to keep track of your money. So if you run out of money, you can't do certain things. And I was looking at that, I was like, that sounds horrible. Like, why would you limit yourself based off the money? I mean, I'm sure some people just like it for the idea of like running your own show and seeing how successful your own show can be if you ran the WWE yourself. One big thing that I will point out about this is we get to like a match screen. Number one, it shows off that the renders for all the characters in the game are going to be photo renders instead of like their in-game model renders. Another thing that I do not like, because, and I'm sure a lot of people have pointed this out as well online, when you have the photorealistic renders, then you have your created wrestlers. Like, obviously, the created wrestlers aren't going to have photorealistic renders. So your created wrestlers next to these, like, photoreal renders are just going to feel very much out of place. I don't know why they went back to photorealistic renders. It just seems like a very weird move, in my opinion. But the one thing that I really wanted to talk about was there is a NXT superstar that is confirmed. I guess technically now, then 3 NXT superstars are now confirmed for the game, and that is his name used to be DJZ. Why am I blanking on it right now? He's a part of Legado del Fantasma. Joaquin Wilde, that's what it is. Joaquin Wilde is shown here fighting Samoa Joe in a regular match, and then a women's TLC match costs $5,000. Self promo costs $1,000. See, this is the kind of stuff that I don't get why people are into this for my GM, but I am glad that hey, they've been wanting it for so long. We finally got it, so there you go. You finally got it. But yeah, it's interesting to see. I guess Legado del Fantasma is now, I guess, confirmed for the game, or at least Joaquin Wilde. You know, I won't go out and confirm all 3 of them, but you know, you would think with one of them you'd get all 3 of them, but who knows? But yeah, GM mode seems interesting. Another shot of Roman. Still looks good. My faction is a new thing that's coming. New shot of MVP. Looks good. I've been seeing some people online say that this is going to be like something from the NBA games called My Team, where you basically just build up your own team. But with this, it's going to be you build up your own faction. So that could be interesting. Seems cool. Yeah, my faction, my rise, which I guess is the new name for my career mode. And this is where we get another instance of a released WWE superstar, I guess, coming to the game. And another exciting piece of news that I want to talk about here a little bit more. So this is the my career mode. And for this, we get a clip of what looks to be the my player being attacked by Seth Rollins on top of some scaffolding. And if you pause at the right time, you can see that the people up on the scaffolding are Austin Theory, Mustafa Ali. So I'm guessing in this universe, Mustafa Ali didn't create Retribution. Instead, he joined the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. and the behind Seth Rollins cut off by the camera, that's definitely Buddy Murphy. And this got pointed out to me on Twitter by, what was her name? Revolution, I think is her name. And then also Smack Talks pointed it out. That is Buddy Murphy. That is his wrist tape. That is his trunks. And then later on in a shot, you can see his white boots. So Buddy Murphy, I guess, will be at least in the My Rise mode. I don't know if they'll have him actually speaking dialogue. I don't know if he was there around the time when they had him shooting dialogue and stuff like that. But it is cool that he's at least going to be in the game. So who knows? Buddy Murphy was released quite a while ago, and maybe it's just because he hasn't signed with any major wrestling promotion, or it's because he was so important to the My Rise career mode. Maybe that's why they didn't take him out. But yeah, this could lead to a chance for some other released WWE superstars to still make an appearance in this game. But I'm excited for the My Rise. I've liked a couple of the My Career mode like custom stories. I think 2K19's was very, very good. 2K20's was very fun. This one definitely seems already it's going to be interesting. Your My Career player is going to be going up against Seth Rollins at some point in this scaffolding area, which is the next part that I wanted to talk about. This seems to give us another outer ring fighting location, another backstage fighting location, which is great. I love that they're updating the backstage fighting area. In 2K20, we had like the boiler room, which I thought was really great. Having this scaffolding area seems awesome. It seems like this whole area that they're fighting on top of seems like a pretty cool place to do some dives off of, or get choke slammed off of, or power bombed off of, whatever you want to do. But yeah, I like that they're adding new areas, I guess, to the backstage area. I really hope this isn't just like a cutscene thing where you're just like fighting backstage and this is it. You never get to use this part of the backstage area again. But it does look cool. I am excited for that sort of update. And then we get this shot of the female My player getting beaten down by Shayna Baszler and two new additions to the roster, Raquel Gonzalez and Kaylee Ray, which I saw on Twitter some people were mistaking Kaylee Ray for Layla, which would have been a very weird inclusion into the game. But hey, I mean, if the people have spoken enough and they wanted Layla. But yeah, cool to see Raquel. I assumed she would probably be in the game. Kaylee Ray is a nice surprise. I was pretty excited to see her in the game, so that's awesome. Universe mode, I was glad to see that GM mode wasn't replacing Universe mode. It was just going to be its own little separate thing. But yeah, Universe mode seems like it's going to be in the game still this year, which is awesome. I do want to, I know I stopped doing Universe mode just because I didn't have the time anymore, but depending on how busy I am when this game comes out, I might do not the usual way that I did Universe mode, but I would like to go back and play it again for the channel. And then the last thing they talk about is the creation suite, some cool stuff. They got like Powerhouse, so they got a really chubby guy for the Powerhouse stuff, and so much more they tease. Yeah, I'm interested by all the stuff that they showed off here. I think it looks pretty cool, aside from, you know, obviously the stuff that I already talked about. It says there's going to be more details coming in January. Hey, it's November, nearly December, so I guess we don't have to wait that long. I don't know. I'm assuming... I'm going to go out on a limb here and say... I'm going to give my prediction now. I'm thinking that the cover star is going to be Rey Mysterio. I can't think of anybody else that the cover star would be. Maybe... like I said in my predictions video for who the cover star should be or could be, I would like it to be multiple people. I don't like the idea of just one person on the cover, really. But if there was to be only one person on the cover for this, I would assume it's going to be Rey Mysterio, since they're building the whole showcase mode around him, and Rey Mysterio is a name and a face that, or mask, that a lot of people recognize, even if you're not a full-time like WWE fan. So I'm sure that could draw some people in. So I would assume maybe Rey is the cover star. But yeah, aside from, you know, the controls, really, the controls is probably like the one thing in this trailer that I really, really did not like. GM mode, I could just do without, you know, but happy for the people that finally get to have it after requesting it for all these years. Um, yeah, really just the controllers reveal was pretty crap in my opinion. So I guess we'll wait and see January 2022 to see what news comes next. Probably going to be a roster reveal, although at this point, with all the releases WWE are doing, I don't know who the hell's going to be left. But I really wish I hadn't ended the video sort of on a downer note like that. But yeah, the stuff that I saw here looked pretty fun, aside from the controller stuff. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later.